The fame and popularity of Gorilla Tag rising day by day, there's tons of new players who don't know how to play. So, whether you just jumped out of tutorial or you just aren't very good at the game, tutorial will be perfect for you. I will mainly be covering mechanics only in Forest. So such things as wall surfing or swimming in the beach map, those will not be covered. And if you guys want a different video or like tutorial for other maps, please let me know. The first thing every player will learn after getting Gorilla Tag and jumping out of tutorial is ground movement. The mechanics are weird, everything is new. This is probably what you look like when you first try. Yeah, not very good. So, it's pretty self-explanatory, but you want to hit parallel with absolutely every surface. Whether you're trying to scale a tree, hit parallel with the tree. You're not going to hit against the tree to go up to the tree. So, hit parallel with the ground. The harder you hit, the faster you go. Fun way that most beginners learn to move quickly is funny running. You kind of just chop your hands back and forth, and then you go pretty fast. After you've mastered this, it should look a little something like this. Okay, after you've gotten pretty good at ground, then as a beginner, you'll probably ask, how do I wall climb? It's kind of simple, but at the same time it's not. You're not going to get it immediately. All of this takes lots of practice. What you want to practice doing first, practice hanging on the wall like this for a couple seconds. Do that on both sides. After you can do that, without even like trying, you take it and you throw yourself to the other side. Throw, catch, and throw. If you do it right, this is how it'll look. Pretty good. This is the easiest wall to learn on. There's kind of like a V or like a crease in the wall that shows you where you need to go. Then it splits in two up here. So that's basically what you do for wall climbing. After wall climbing, you'll probably also ask how to wall run. You've probably seen clips of people doing this. I would say wall running is a lot easier than wall climbing. I'd say the best place to practice as a beginner is right here behind the stump. So your goal is to wall run from this little thing, this tunnel of a branch, to this tunnel of a branch. So to wall run, you're going to kind of do the hanging thing again, but you're going to hang and then hit straight. Hit horizontal with the wall, and then once again, it just takes practice, and after you get it, boom, you can wall run. After mastering wall running over there, you can then kind of incorporate it into your wall climb. So you can wall climb a little bit, then start wall running. It should look a little bit something like this. Another thing on walls, everybody wants to learn, how do you Lucio? Everybody has their own little way of doing it. Mine, I put my thumbs together, I turn this hand, and then as you're Lucioing, you're kind of grabbing with both hands. You're grabbing straight with this one, so you're incorporating wall running and wall climbing. So you're going diagonal instead of straight up or straight to the side. So you're wall running, I kind of just do this little motion right here. I don't know how to explain it. As you're going up the wall, this is the easiest wall to practice on. Tilt your head, and then you move your body with the wall. So you're not going to stay looking the same way while you're trying to Lucio. You're going to turn your body with the wall. If you do it pretty good, Lucioing takes a lot of time and effort. So don't be discouraged if you don't get it right away or a week from now. It just takes lots of time. If you do it right and do it pretty good, this is how it should look. I'd say the hardest mechanic to learn on walls is verticaling. Verticaling is not exactly where you're going. A vertical is where you're going straight up, but you're not using both of your hands. You're using one hand. It's not this either. We're going straight up and wall climbing. You kind of do circles with your hands on a flat part of the wall, and it just takes you straight up. If you can do it really good, it should look like this. The motion for it is, I like to hit off of the wall once or twice to get a little bit of speed, like that. And then I'll make little circles like this, catching the wall every time. So catch, throw, making circles. And you can get really fast at it and do it all the way up there. A fancy thing that lots of people have seen, or maybe just not cared to learn about, is backwards Lucioing. Me personally, I think I'm pretty good at backwards. This is what it looks like from my point of view. Ways you can incorporate backwards into like running from a lava monkey or something. Let's say somebody's chasing me, and then I start to Lucio. Then you can get right here, instead of bouncing off of the wall, you can add a backwards. So it should look a little bit something like this. Lava monkey's chasing me, they start Lucioing too, start backwards. Then you have a little bit of an advantage right there.
Like,
another key element of learning how to play Gorilla Tag is juking lava monkeys. So I'm going to show you 3 pretty easy beginner jukes. The first one being the bridge juke. Kind of looks a little something, looks like this. The lava monkey keeps running. So basically, it's as easy as running. Lava monkey's behind you, you run. Right here, you smack down, so you go straight up. Just flabbergasted. You can do this on both sides, pretty easy. You can also do this on flat ground too, not just a bridge. You can run and smack your hand down. Then boom, they can. This is another one of my favorite jukes. If the lava monkey is following you on the platforms, as soon as they jump on this platform, you hit this branch and bounce right back. If you do it right, as soon as they jump on this platform, they see the branch, they're gonna go over there, but they're not expecting you to bounce back. So as they're jumping over here, you're already bounced back, and you have a very big advantage. Looks a little bit something like this. Every beginner has heard about the slide juke. This is how it looks. This is the hardest of these 3 easy jukes. What you do, you come into the slide. You reach your hand over the slide to where you're hanging like this, and then you just swing around. You can do this on both sides. You can do it whichever side feels better for you. The next thing every Gorilla Tag player is going to have to learn is trees. Trees, I would say, are one of the hardest mechanics to master, with branching and scaling, and there's just so much you can do with it. The first thing you would want to learn is definitely scaling. I'd say the easiest place to scale is big tree. This is the perfect route. So you want to jump up here at this little crease right here. The way scaling works, it's like a vertical, like I taught you earlier. It's like a vertical. It's kind of like a wall run, but just straight up. You hit straight with the tree, you kind of hang on the tree, then you hit down, and then you scaled. You scale from something, so you can scale from a branch to a branch, you can scale from the ground to a branch. So you don't want to go straight up, you kind of want to hit away towards the branch. So see how I'm not hitting straight up right here? I'm hitting back towards this. I'm hitting back, not straight up, because then you might not be able to grab it. Hitting back gives you more power. So for this is also a fun way to get up stomp, and some players don't know how to do it. So you jump up here, it's this little crease right here, with your whatever hand you are dominant with, it doesn't matter. Then you scale up to right here, hooking your arm around right here. As you got your hand hooked around here, you jump right here and hit to this, scale to this. As you're right here, this will take some time to learn. It took me a little bit to learn. You can either go really fast and just bounce up here. Okay, I missed. You can go really fast and bounce up here, or you can come to the back and hit and give it a little bit more time, and then you can make it up to stump. But that's a fun way to practice scaling. I'd say give it 2 days and you'll probably have it after some practice. The final thing every player will learn is branching. It looks insane. Every tree has the exact same branches. That sounds weird, but for instance, do you see this tree? Look at its shape. There's a branch right here, got one going kind of up. Now look at this tree. It has the exact same branches. It's just larger. For this branch right here is the exact same as this branch right here. Or this branch right here is the exact same as that branch. Every tree has that. It's just they're rotated in different sizes. Branching, you can start off slow. It's basically just jumping from branch to branch. Branch to branch. And then you can incorporate that to other things. You can, let's say you got pretty good at, let's say you got pretty good at wall climbing up here. You can wall climb and then hit off to a branch. And then boom, you're instantly branching just like that. A very advanced mechanic would be underbranching. Underbranching looks confusing from a different perspective. It looks confusing from the first person POV. Let me show it to you. So basically, it's where you're below a branch, but you're hooking your arm around and hitting off of the branch. So you're not jumping onto the branch, you're hitting from under the branch. So like instead of jumping onto this branch and hitting off, you go under the branch, hook your arm around and hit off of it. That can be used in different routes. Sometimes, I have to be honest, it is for a little bit of show. When you underbranch, each branch has different sides. So it has this flat side at the top and these two little diagonal sides leading to the bottom. When you underbranch, you want to aim for this diagonal side. Or if you're trying to underbranch forward, that's what you aim for. If you're trying to underbranch up like this or backwards, you want to hook your arm around way more, either on the top, on this back diagonal side. And that is underbranching for you. If you're a beginner and you're struggling to learn some of this, you've practiced maybe for hours, let's say. Comment down below, just let me know, and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you for watching.